Welcome to the Kind Heartfulness Podcast, exploring the inner reaches of the heart and mind, brought to you by Rangchung Yeshe Gomde, Germany-Austria, and your host, Eric Solomon.
Welcome to the Kind Heartfulness Podcast, and today our guest is the abbot of Rangchung Yeshe Gomde, Germany-Austria, and you can say the sponsor of this podcast, Chokyi Nyima Rinpoche. And I thought today what would be wonderful to talk to Rinpoche about is the why Buddhism is becoming more and more popular throughout the world, and in particular how Rinpoche's work with scientists has contributed to why he thinks that's important, part of making Buddhism relevant in the modern world, and what he's learned from it, and then what we need to do to help support Buddhism to continue flourishing into the next millennia. And while we're on that subject, I want to talk to him about the new temple in Lubini. This is something that Rinpoche has been talking about literally for decades, and now it's finally happened. And the New York Times has named it one of the ninth most important place to visit in 2025. They published an article of 52 places to visit in 2025, and number 9 was Lubini and Rinpoche's new temple in particular. So please join me in welcoming Rinpoche to this program. Rinpoche, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast today. I was hoping today we could talk a little bit about why do you think Buddhism is becoming more and more popular throughout the world?
Buddhism is becoming more and more popular in the world. Buddhism is not religion. Buddhism is science of mind. And these days, 21st century, always affected by science knowledge and science technology. So majority's way of belief is what science believes. In the world, there's a different type of religions. Each religion is giving good advice or teaching or direction. Say kind to other, and be patient, and give and share, and don't be too greedy. Bottom line is any religion's teaching to human to become a better person. And on other hand, in the world, there is, you can say, many different religions. But if you put in few category, believing greater or not believing greater outside. There's two different religions. So Buddhism is belong to the greater is not over there or up there. It's your own action. And scientifically, it makes more sense. And generally Buddhism, specifically Tibetan Buddhism, so way of learning is based very much logical, especially we say Sheda in monastery. 30 years you need to learn this logical knowledge or wisdom of ancient Indian, of Buddhism. So, good thing is it's so profound and so high, and it now And when you're sick, when you last minute of your living in this planet, or we believe next life. So this knowledge will help ever lead to proper journey, or you can say enlightenment. But on the other hand, since this is so profound, so wise, so big subject, who will learn this profound knowledge? Not many people. And when they study what they need to do, they need to give up their mundane interests. Why? Otherwise, you caught up mundane activity. So you need to give up and stay in tiny room, eat a small, simple, good simple food, and you not own money. Of course, they give little donation, 20, 30 rupees. So if you check your bank, I think you not have more than 30, 40,000. That also big money.
Rupees.
Yeah. So, who these are? These are human. What kind of human? Same as us. But they're so intelligent. They're seeing the normal life has no much meaning. So they want to get more meaningful in their life. So they enter into monastery, into study very hard. And many of have become really good scholar practitioner. Some are so, some they give up. So if you check the number of who have really good knowledge in Buddhism in this planet, not that many. This is worry now. Mm-hmm. This is worry. People like to study a little bit, 1 piece, 2 piece, say, shamatha, or vipassana,
Meaning
or say
mindfulness.
Mm-hmm. So meditation. They learn very casual, very, how you say?
Superficial?
No, quite lightly. Mm-hmm. Lightly. Just, it's what? What for? To bring just mental peace reasons practice. Too much stress, too much worry, too much fear, so they want to use a technique. What is the technique? Normal what technique? Alcohol. Then what? Then drugs. Then what? Then you have trouble to see to doctors, different doctors. Take funny pills. It makes it worse and worse, sometimes addicted. So they know these are not so effective and it have a lot of side effect. So then they want to learn a cheap and easy meditation. And they just learn from anyone and who teach not much experience. And you not care who these people just say, I teach meditation, then enough. And then we don't know much about meditation. It means how many steps. And it's how serious. This is not a joke. If we are physically not balanced, then if we take wrong medicine, it's really dangerous. And mentally, if we do any kind of meditation, we need to learn proper and practice proper, then resort proper. Otherwise, you can say, I meditate and not work. Complaining. So bottom line is why Tibetan Buddhism is popular in this world is Tibetan Buddhism is specifically is based on logical. So I use this Tibetan Buddhist way of logical to the scientists. They totally agree. I mentioned you before. They totally agree. And so now, each of us, we need to learn well and practice well. And we need to really, each of us, we have duty to preserve the teaching of the Buddha, the Dharma knowledge we need to keep in this planet very richly, very genuinely. But the responsibility is in Asian monks and nuns. Why? Because they give up their normal life and they stay in temple and study so hard. Of course, they have more knowledge, they have more practice, so they're giving, and majority is helping them, building temple, building the quarters, and serving daily expenses is doing by the people of, like in Tibet public. Now Thailand, Burma, Sri Lanka, you see everywhere. So we need to also discreet in the West. Of course, for ordained monks, we need to serve. Also, if anyone, a layman or lady, if they want to do 3-year retreat or 6-month retreat, if they have shortage of money, if anyone help, it's very great help. But one thing, if anyone help you, you need to use that money is for that purpose. Otherwise, we're cheating. This is very dangerous. So in Tibetan, in monastery, we are saying kor. Kor means when we get it, we must use that very proper. Mm-hmm. Shouldn't misuse. Mm-hmm. Then otherwise you can kor. Kor means it's a big effect negatively. Mm-hmm. That name is kor. I don't know what to use. Okay, that's the part first.
So Rinpoche, finally, I'm just wondering, how important do you feel it is that people are doing 3-year retreat?
What we listening, what we contemplating is only one reason, to make mentally more soft, more kind, more wiser. To that, how to do, need to practice. How to practice that? Best is in daily life, you can, but that is quite, only for advanced people can do that, others cannot. Why they do this? Too much attraction make your mind polluted. So then what to do? Need to do retreat. Where to do? Again, a quiet place. For how long? And traditionally, 3 years is good timing, over 3 years. You can say 3 years, 3 months, or 3 years. Then second is what? Each year 6 months. Then what? Each year 3 months. Then what? Each year at least 1 month. It's so important. So in Kathmandu we start that for lay people. And this year over thousands they practice 1 month Ngondo and Tsasum. And now we are in Austria. In here also maybe 80, 90s are doing 1 month Ngondo. It went very well in my mind, and they also said they really like it. So this kind of serious, structurally, systematically to practice each year, at least 1 month if you practice. That 1 month practice will change your whole life, and that knowledge you can take with you wherever you are, and then you can practice more clearly, more genuinely, more effectively, so results good. So that is 3 retreats, very important. In France, in the Pyrenees area, there's around 15 are doing Turiya retreat, and they're doing very well, and I came from there. And I want to also tell, if anyone to practice Turiya retreat is very important. After 1 year, those retreats are finished their Turiya retreat. So also, whoever helping to happen this house and cooking food and expensive help is great help. So Turiya retreat is extremely important.
Well, I think that you started to talk a little bit about how we need to preserve Tibetan Buddhism, and thank you. I think that's very helpful what you said, especially about supporting monastics and also people, ordinary lay people who want to do retreat. But I know also you've been busy, as long as I've known you, Rinpoche, you've been talking about building a temple in Lubini. And I think it'd be nice if you could tell us a little bit about what's the significance in general of building a temple, and then why this temple now in Lubini.
I think over 50 years before, when I visited this 4 major place, and at that time I thought, oh, so many millions are Buddhists. These 4 holy place is extremely important. Even I'm child, I'm young at that time. I am like 13, no, yes, 13 years maybe, 13 years. I want to see something magnificent. First we went to Saranath. My late father, mother, we met Tartan Rinpoche there. And at that time he can speak little English, and Hindi we don't know, so he helped us. So we went to Rajgiri and Nalanda, and I feel strange. But then my late father and Tartan Rinpoche, they're talking, how sad. Those great masters all live here, study here, gain very high realization here. Then they mention each name, the Lupa, Narupa, Shawaripa, Chantakirti, Church Thapa. And then they're really, really sad, and we see that their eyes has tears, and they're just touching those breaks, and they're doing prostration here, there, and my mom also very moved her mind. They're all very face dark, and once while they little joke, sense of humor to try to. Really so upset. So I thought, oh, it makes sense. It makes sense. Then there's just imagine those days, those great masters, how they teach here. And those Tibetan young, you can say men, so came here, become audience and study and become translator. They're talking about not only this, Udanpuri, not only Udanpuri, there's Kamala Shila. And Tartan Rinpoche knows a lot about those holy places, and he's showing map. And that's just, now we cannot, it's traveling difficult, money is very low. But they're talking, it's very sad. Then after that we went to Bodh Gaya, enlightened place. When we went Bodh Gaya, and inside, who's the Pujawari? A Hindu guy who wearing white, the Pandit dress. And here, and they have ticket, putting
the spot on his forehead.
The gold.
Just for our listeners.
Red spot. They call tika. And then they're worshipping from a Buddha statue. There's one place. This is, here there's Shiva Lingam. Right now there's no Shiva Lingam, but that's still there. And I not see any monks. Then we went to second floor. That time everything's open. Second floor. In the corner, one monk, Theravada monk, meditating. Theravada desert, I don't know where from. Then Thartha Rinpoche going near and a little bit touching. Touching here. My father and mother look far away. Rinpoche, what are you doing? Then Thartha Rinpoche says, these are very deep samadhi. They not feel. Look at, he do like this and touching face.
These are to the Indian.
In Indian.
Yeah.
Hindu. Giggling.
Yeah.
No action. At the same time, they're checking.
Breathing.
Yes, they're breathing. Breathing this stuff. And my mother very touched. Oh, how nice. So good meditating like this. And then that make us a little bit aspiring. Only that. Otherwise, dirty, so many poor people, so many dogs. And it's so sad. And then stupa itself is very ruined. Outside there's the statue areas empty, still empty, many of them empty. And then those days, then later, then they're little filled up. Many of them Tibetan lamas, or also some others, they filled up. Now, certain area okay, but still you can see so many, how you call where we put statue, they're empty, there's nothing. Now they're talking, finally they're talking archaeological. That time not archaeological, now they're talking archaeological. Now they're talking World Heritage. Now they're talking another one word, I forgot.
A UNESCO site.
UNESCO's, what?
A UNESCO site.
UNESCO's also.
United Nations special.
And it's not make sense. UNESCO is, I think, is to take care of the monamies. Monami. Like the statue in...
Take care of the building and...
No. If there's some artist build certain things, people memory. Like saying...
memorial.
Memorial.
Yeah.
What I think the next cup's job is to take care of the
memorial
object.
Yes.
This is religion object. There's no memorial.
Yes.
Religion object is need to be religionly. Need to proper statue.
That's right.
Whatever religion you belong, you need to let to freely to take care of that. And that's really, I think, very sad, very wrong. Same in Lubini. Now you're talking why you build Lubini.
Which is the birthplace.
Yeah, birthplace of Buddha. That's nothing. And the old one is they destroyed, now new one. What means archaeological? I really don't know. If the really archaeological, all heritage, why they destroy? The original is destroyed, now they make one new one, only some years ago. And then the archaeology coming and digging. 2,500 years after digging. If any religion, temple, if you go to dig, what they will say? They will say, get out.
That's right.
Nepal is weak. And few reasons weak. Anyway, so I feel very sad. And not only me, whoever go there, when I say, oh, in the world, there's 4 holy places, 4 major holy places. 1 is belong to Nepal, 3 is in India. You must go to see Buddha's birthplace in Lubini, not Bodhanath, not Soimbonath, not Asura, and not Namo Buddha, or this and that. People says, oh, I went once. They're not going again.
Yes.
People says, okay, I will go, but no interest much. So whoever go there, empty, no monks, nothing to puja object, and there's totally the Maya Devi and Siddhartha statue is totally broken. No nose, no ear, nothing. Just put there. For what? Just think, any temple, if you have ruined, totally ruined statue, how you can pray? A leader, president or king or whatever, if you have to tear down photo, it's unexpected. So I give this noise to few times to Nepali politicians. They're all waking up and they say, oh, we cannot do much, it's UNESCO or archaeological. What is that? I'm talking UNESCO people recently, luckily. I think they understood a little bit now. And sooner or later, if not do something, it will so millions of people really hurt. So then I changed. I thought, okay, now what to do? Okay, World Heritage land in the Lubini, I will build it. I went to Malaysia, I went to Europe, America. Of course, in Europe, America, there's no tradition to give money. They're giving flour, chocolate, nice rocks. So Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, I went, and they give some money. So then I separate money. One money is to for monks. Monks' daily expenses. And that we have not much building cost. And then half means only $20,000. Then I say, I want to build temple. I told my secretary, and then Michael in Holland. And then they said, oh, very good. They're not asking how much money you have, no, nothing. So we make this draw and that, okay. That took many years, now maybe 12, 13 years took. Few years waste because earthquake and the sickness, COVID.
Yes.
Okay.
I already forgot about COVID.
So then I'm quite stubborn. One point I want to make big and best quality is possible. Best quality is possible. Temple, best quality. 3 big statue, best quality. And my secretary is really one hand quite amazing. Name is Namro Jatso. He's passed away. He not say one word no. If he say no, if he say no money, what are you talking? I have nothing to do.
Right.
I can't do anything. But he said, okay, 1 point, so this is success. So now, the point is, where Buddha born, whoever want to visit there is a giant, magnificent temple and magnificent also statues. Past, present, future statues, around 1,000 Buddha statues, and second floor also statue. Third is very big library. So it's whoever want to visit there, I think they feel very happy and enjoy. And the point is, if they offer one flower, they're offering 1,000 Buddha statue. Just think. One candle, one prostration. If you do the chanting or meditating, it's really big effect. So I don't want to say too much. So please, people come and practice.
Well, thank you, Rinpoche, and thank you for all your efforts to create such an important
also,
building.
you asking me, it came in New York Times.
Yes, number 9 in the world of places to visit.
That I only found out some days ago. And who put it, why put it in New York Times. And we never asked to put or to write like this. But people kept saying, oh, this is amazing. New York Times is very reliable and all this time. And then they mentioned 52 different places to visit in 2025.
Yeah.
2025, and then top 10. So one is in our temple and Lubini, they're saying.
Yes.
So I think people human is smart. If you do something really helpful for everybody, I think people know this is for whole Buddhists and any religion, belief or non-belief. I think everybody will enjoy. Why? Even the art is very rich. It brings your mind very joyful. So maybe that is they put it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So I will say one word. If anyone to go to pilgrimage, this 4 measure is very important. Birthplace of Buddha, where he enlightened, is in Bodh Gaya, where he teach in Saranath and Kushinagaras, and where he Nirvana is in Kushinagar. Nirvana is Kushinagar, where he teach is Saranath and many other holy places. And now, I think whoever want to visit to Lubini, and they're opening international, airport.
Wow. So that make it very easy.
That make very helpful.
Rinpoche, thank you so much for the conversation today. I think it's just kind of amazing how you've managed to tie the importance of preserving Buddhism with modern science and how and why Buddhism is becoming more and more relevant in today's modern world. And then within that, of course, this fabulous new project in Lubini. Congratulations on the being named the 9th most important place to visit in 2025 by the New York Times. And just generally, you said a couple times something about how it's your hope that when people come to Lubini, they feel joyful. And I just want to tell you right now, I feel joyful having been able to share this podcast with you and help you make it. And it's just thanks so much. And please, I hope you can join us again soon. So thank you, everyone, for joining us, and look forward to the next podcast.
Thanks for listening. If you have enjoyed today's podcast, we like to invite you to continue the journey into the heart of enlightened mind at gomde.eu.